Welcome back to Cold Trail's Diary. In tonight's episode, we're venturing into the deep, dark forests and ancient folklore of Eastern Europe. From festive fiends to immortal sorcerers, this region is teeming with creatures that have haunted stories for centuries. So, dim the lights, and let's begin our journey. Our first creature is a familiar name to many, especially around Christmas time. Krampus. Long before Santa Claus was checking his list twice, this horned, cloven-hoofed figure was the one to fear. Originating in Alpine folklore, Krampus is the dark companion to Saint Nicholas. While Saint Nick rewards the good children with gifts, Krampus deals with the naughty ones. He carries a bundle of birch branches to swat them, and a large sack or basket on his back to carry the truly wicked ones away, sometimes to his lair for a year of punishment, or worse. The annual Krampusnacht, or Krampus Night, on December 5th, sees people dressed as this terrifying figure, roaming the streets in a chaotic, yet festive, parade. It's a stark reminder that even during the most cheerful season, a shadow can lurk. Closely related to Krampus are the Perchten. These are a diverse group of spirits from the Alpine regions of Germany and Austria who appear during the 12 days of Christmas. They are led by the goddess Perchte. There are two main types of Perchten, the Schöne Perchten, or beautiful Perchten, and the Schiak Perchten, the ugly Perchten. The beautiful ones are said to bring good luck and prosperity, marching through towns to drive away winter's ghosts. The ugly Perchten, with their fearsome, demonic masks and loud bells, are the ones who actively chase away evil spirits. They embody the chaotic, untamed side of nature during the harsh winter. It's a folk tradition that represents the eternal battle between light and dark, order and chaos, all playing out during the coldest, darkest time of the year. Now, let's journey deeper into the Slavic woods to a peculiar hut that stands on chicken legs. This is the home of Baba Yaga, one of the most enigmatic figures in folklore. Is she a villain? A helper? The answer is never simple. Baba Yaga is an ancient, powerful witch, often depicted as a crone with a long nose and iron teeth. She flies around in a mortar, using the pestle as a rudder and sweeping away her tracks with a broom. Those who stumble upon her hut are often faced with a series of impossible tasks. Succeed, and she might grant you wisdom or a magical gift. Fail, and you might end up in her stew pot. Baba Yaga represents the wild, unpredictable forces of nature and the harsh trials one must endure to gain knowledge. She's a gatekeeper to deeper truths, but the price of admission is always high. Speaking of powerful figures, we must discuss Koschei the Deathless. This malevolent sorcerer is a classic villain in Russian folklore, notorious for his immortality and his penchant for kidnapping heroes' brides. So, what's his secret? How can he be deathless? Well, his soul isn't in his body. It's hidden away, nested like a Russian doll. His soul is in a needle, which is inside an egg, which is inside a duck, which is inside a hare, which is locked in an iron chest buried under a green oak tree on the mythical island of Bayan. To defeat Koschei, a hero must embark on an epic quest to find and destroy that needle. Koschei represents a challenge that cannot be overcome with brute force alone. It requires wit, perseverance, and often the help of magical allies. The forests of Eastern Europe are not empty. They are guarded by a spirit known as the Leshy. He is a master of the woods, a shapeshifter who can appear as a tall man with a long beard, and hair made of living grass, or as small as a blade of grass itself. He can mimic the voices of loved ones to lure travelers off their paths, leading them hopelessly astray. The Leshy isn't inherently evil, but he is fiercely protective of his domain. He plays tricks on those who disrespect the forest, but he may guide those who show proper reverence. To protect yourself, it's said you should turn your clothes inside out, or put your shoes on the wrong feet to confuse him. The Leshy is the embodiment of the forest itself, wild, beautiful, and dangerously easy to get lost in. Just as the Leshy guards the forest, the Domovoi guards the home. This household spirit is a central figure in Slavic folk belief. Every house is said to have its own Domovoi, a small, bearded old man who lives in the stove, under the threshold, or in the attic. If the family is hardworking and keeps a clean house, the Domovoi will be a helpful ally, protecting the home from misfortune, warning of danger, and even helping with chores. But if the family is lazy, argumentative, or disrespectful, the Domovoi can become a mischievous poltergeist, hiding objects, making strange noises, and causing general chaos. To keep him happy, families leave out offerings like milk, bread, or a pinch of salt. When a family moves, they must formally invite their Domovoi to come with them to the new home. Now, let's turn to something a bit more sinister, the Strigoi. These are the troubled souls of the dead who rise from the grave, originating in Romanian folklore. They are often confused with vampires, and there are similarities. Strigoi can transform into animals, become invisible, and have an insatiable thirst for the life force of the living, which they can drain through blood. They are believed to be created from those who lived troubled lives or died in an unnatural way. To prevent someone from becoming a Strigoi, specific rituals had to be performed at their burial. Finding and destroying a Strigoi was a grim task, often involving exhuming the body and piercing its heart with a stake or burning it. The legend of the Strigoi reflects a deep-seated fear of the dead returning to torment the living. Another creature from Romanian folklore is the Zmeu. Unlike the brutish dragons of Western lore, the Zmeu is an intelligent, anthropomorphic, dragon-like creature. He can shapeshift into the form of a handsome young man to trick and kidnap beautiful young princesses, whom he wishes to marry. The Zmeu often lives in the other world and possesses incredible strength and magical abilities. He hoards precious metals and jewels in his castle. He is a formidable antagonist in many folk tales, a clever and powerful foe who must be outsmarted by a brave hero, often the handsome Frumos, who sets out to rescue the captured princess. The Zmeu represents a powerful, cunning adversary, a challenge that tests both the hero's strength and intellect. Not all creatures of the forest are malevolent. Let us meet the Vila. These are beautiful, ethereal female spirits, similar to nymphs or fairies, found in Slavic folklore. They are said to live in the mountains, forests, and clouds. With their long, flowing hair and enchanting voices, they can lure mortals to dance with them until they drop from exhaustion. The Vila are fierce warriors and skilled healers, possessing prophetic powers and control over the weather. They can be benevolent, helping heroes who are pure of heart, but they are also fiercely protective of their independence. If betrayed or angered, their wrath is terrible. They represent the untamable, beautiful, and sometimes dangerous spirit of nature. Finally, we have a creature that lights up the sky, the Firebird. A prominent figure in Russian folklore, the Firebird is a magnificent glowing bird from a distant land. Its feathers shine with a red, orange, and yellow light, like the embers of a bonfire. A single feather can illuminate an entire room. The Firebird is both a blessing and a curse. Capturing it is a task of immense difficulty, often the central quest in a story. Its feathers bring good fortune, but the bird itself is a harbinger of difficult journeys and immense challenges for its captor. Often, a hero is sent by a king to capture the bird, leading to an adventure filled with peril and magic. The Firebird symbolizes the elusive nature of happiness and the difficult pursuit of a seemingly unattainable dream. From the dark, festive warnings of Krampus to the dazzling allure of the Firebird, the folklore of Eastern Europe is a rich tapestry of wonder and fear. These creatures are more than just monsters. They are reflections of the cultures that created them, embodying their values, their anxieties, and their deep connection to the natural and supernatural worlds. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the shadows with Cold Trail's Diary. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next episode. Until next time, stay curious.